Let's brutally rate some TikTok viral products this year. Okay, first are the Rhode Peptide Lip Treatments, both the tinted and non-tinted. I love the formula so much, but I really think that there was a change between the tinted versus the non-tinted. I actually prefer the original non-tinted ones over the tinted ones because what I find with the tinted one is that they actually are really gritty on the lips and they're just kind of not as moisturizing. I don't know if there was like a change in formula or something, but the OG ones that had like the matte sort of packaging are the ones that I kind of prefer. These ones are still really good though, and I'll occasionally use them. Okay, next are the Summer Fridays lip balms. These definitely went so viral this year, and my favorites have to be Pink Sugar, Sweet Mint, and Brown Sugar, but I use them so much they're like in my bag or on the kitchen counter or in the car, like I don't know where they are. As someone who doesn't like really strong scents, I find that most of these are fine and they actually smell so good, especially Pink Sugar and Sweet Mint. I don't like cherry, but it's fine. These are really moisturizing. I love the tint to them. They apply really evenly. I actually found though, like some formulas are more sticky than others depending on the flavor. Like iced coffee is super sticky compared to like Sweet Mint or Pink Sugar. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but these are overall such a good buy and I recommend these to everyone. These are like the type of products where I think it's viral for a reason. Okay, I don't know if you guys are on K-Beauty TikTok, but these went viral. These are the Tier cushions. Now, I have tried like, I think all the formulas, but I definitely like the red one more. It's like the original matte version. They have a ton of like glowy versions, dewy versions, like this pink one, for example. But I find the red one just lasts the best throughout the day. Just because like I feel like the dewy formula can make you look super greasy at the end of the day. But this one's just always going to keep your skin matte and just full coverage throughout the day. They last you forever, and I do love the mini ones because I can put them in my bag, and these are overall like such a good buy and they're really affordable. I remember these Charlotte Tilbury wands went so viral for people getting new ones and then they're squeezing it watching the product come out. I actually really do like these products. One thing I'm going to say that is that when they expire, be careful, because I used one of these when they expired and my skin got a huge rash. Besides that, I think they are amazing products. They're probably just a little overpriced and you can definitely find similar things from other products, like in terms of finish and color, but they are a nice product. I find that the applicator doesn't bother me that much. Everyone says it's unsanitary or blah blah, but it doesn't matter to me. Like I don't have a problem with it. Only thing I will say is you're kind of messy when you close it because you're gonna forget to twist it, and then when you close it, product can leak out, so definitely be aware of that. I really did like their new matte releases this year. Like this shade was one of my favorites. It's like Peach Pop, I think. The matte ones are really good. I definitely recommend. Okay, next are the Infamous Dior blushes. I actually have all the shades. These have ingredients that break me out, but I still use them because, not gonna lie, I just am so obsessed with the baby pink shade that I always come back to it. But I do like the new releases, but they're not just something I use every day, especially this like bright cherry one. It's just a little too much for everyday wear. Of course you can tone it down, only add a little product, but for me, I'm the type of person that's like, I don't want to go through that extra work. I just want a subtle blush. But I will say, what's good about the formulas is they're not too overly pigmented. Like for say like the Rare Beauty blush, I do love how it's very buildable. A lot of people don't like the chalky like sort of pigment it has, but for me that's kind of something I prefer. Okay, while we're on the topic of Rare Beauty, I'm going to talk about their liquid blushes. These have been viral for like a good 2 or 3 years, I don't know, but these are really good. They're just not something I use every day because of how pigmented they are. One I actually prefer is their mini blush. I think this is the perfect size if you want to try Rare Beauty blush, especially the applicator compared to the regular one is the perfect size for each cheek, because 1 dot is all you need and 1 dot for the big one is way too much. For the Rare Beauty blush shades, I love Happy, but I prefer the more neutral ones. Like I think this is shade Hope because it's easier to blend in your skin without making it look like a clown, you know what I mean? Like I see people blend the bright red ones on their skin and it just like turns out so patchy and red and unnatural. So for that blush, I really recommend like the more toned down shades. Something that has been so viral these past 2 years as well is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. I actually hated this product at first. I stopped using it and I didn't touch it for a year. But I recently have been using this product again and I actually really like it. I don't know, I guess it depends on your mood or something, but I love the glowy base this gives. It does kind of break me out, so I don't use it every day. It was just during that Charlotte Tilbury video I made where it was like full face of Charlotte Tilbury. I used this product and it looked so good. So like after that, I was like, oh my god, I actually do get the hype, I guess. This SOS spray is like a skincare product. I'm still gonna include it, but it did go super viral. I personally think this spray is worth the hype. A lot of people find dupes, but honestly, I'm just gonna stick to the real thing because it works for my skin, and I'm kind of scared of branching out and trying random Amazon brands because I hear there's so many fakes out there. I don't know if that applies to this, but I love this spray. I've been through like 5 bottles this year. I really do think it helps with congested skin or preventing breakouts, and I always recommend this to my friends. Clinique Black Honey went viral this year, as well as the lip gloss. I love the lip gloss formula way better than the original. It's super glossy, and it's a very thick formula. Look how that looks on my lips. It's gorgeous. I love this lip gloss so much. I think Clinique has an amazing lip gloss formula. Okay, Refy has been going viral this year, especially their like brow products, but I hate this brow gel so much. My cousin asked for it for Christmas. I'm like, girl, no, I'm not buying that for you because it is so hard to open, and I don't know, I think it's because I have a crack on the lid, but I'm like, girl, I'm not dropping this. This is plastic. Why is it getting cracked? And I also don't like how it doesn't have exfoliate. It has like this really weird thing instead, and I'm not a fan of it. And another thing too is that I think too much product comes on the bristle. Like, this is just gonna form white flakes all over my brows. I prefer something more like the Patrick Ta brow gel, which Katie Fang made viral, because little product comes out and it's a nice like precise applicator, so it's way easier to put on my brows and it's not going to leave that white sort of residue. Okay, so I think this foundation released like last year, but it started going viral this year, and there are so many mixed reviews with this. I personally didn't like it very much. It was a little too greasy for my liking, and it felt like kind of like a highlighter hybrid with foundation on my skin. And as someone who already has like super greasy skin, especially during the summertime, this kind of just made it work. Okay, these Patrick Ta duos have been going so viral on TikTok as well, especially when he released new shades. I love this formula so much, but it definitely is just so pigmented for my liking, especially since you're supposed to like layer these two. I find that just using the cream or the powder is better for like my preference in terms of blushes. This is just a super pigmented blush, so if you're someone who loves pigmented blushes like Rare Beauty, you're gonna love this so much. I liked how it's like a 2-in-1 product, and a lot of product comes with it though, so that is definitely a plus. Okay, lastly, this is the Dewdrops by Glow Recipe. Mixed reviews on this as well. If you're someone who doesn't like fragrances or like sensitive to it, I would avoid this, but for me, I don't mind fragrances unless the smell is super strong. I love these. I mix it with my foundation. It's really good base prep, but this is a thing where it's like if it's expired, throw it out, because I used one when it was expired and my skin burned. So be careful of that. Okay, that's it. Comment down below if you guys like want a part 2, because there's definitely some products I missed, so comment some below and I can try to do a part 2. Bye guys.